Hey guys, in this video I'll be showing you how to make a comic, or at least how I do it. I'll be showing you with my page 3 of my comic graphic novel of one of my Marvel fanfictions, a high school AU called Together. This is basically an Iron Exchange, but more focused a general high school AU fanfic that mirrors the actual MCU. You can find it on my profile or in the link in the description. Now, how to begin making a comic. You have to write a script. Now with mine, I don't have to write a script because I've got the actual fic to follow. Writing a script makes your comic flow better and you can plan ahead. See here how I've written, "Could you please wake up Thor? At this rate he'll be late." That's his problem, Loki groaned with a mouthful of milk closing his book. And then it mirrors the panel I drew here. Now after we've got a script, we go to actually drawing. My final piece is digital, but I draft it in pencil first. So when I draw the draft, I use very simple items everyone has. I have a random pencil to draw with, a sharpener. It's best to use a sharp pencil for those details and clarity when you're doing the line art. Then I use 2 erasers. This is a normal one that looks fancy, you can just use a normal eraser. And then I use this eraser, which is the Staedtler Mars Racer eraser, for the fine details. I then, which is pretty important, use a ruler. I have this ruler that has these end things which just help me make 90-degree angle lines to page ends. You can use a normal ruler too, it doesn't really matter. And lastly, I use an A3 art diary to draw everything in. It is best to do as big as you can, and A3 is perfect. If you use an A4, you end up drawing really small and it's not the best for comics. Now to drafting. I divide the page by 3 and then just follow my script. You can use the rulers to make the panels nice and straight and just do the draft. The speech bubbles, write the words first and then do the circles so you don't end up with too much writing and too small a bubble. Make sure you leave some space between the panels for the gaps so you don't have to edit it in digitally. Now you take a photo of it. You can use your phone or use a scanner, but I just use my camera. Make sure to use daylight but not direct sunlight for the best results. Then transfer the photo to the device you use for drawing digitally. For digital drawing, I use my Surface Pro and the Surface Pen. The program I use is Medibang, which is free and great to use. Now quickly edit the photo. You can use Photoshop or whatever you please, but I use Windows Basic Photo Editor. I just edited it so the lines pop out more and the paper looks as white as possible. Now you can transfer the photo to your drawing program. Add the panels in to match those in your draft. Now just create a new layer to do the line art in. When you're colouring a comic, you don't necessarily need to have shading. I don't shade for this comic and mostly just use the bucket tool. Remember, people won't take too much time looking at each panel, so don't spend hours on just one panel with minuscule details that you can't see when it zooms back out. Also, choose your colours carefully. If they're too saturated or vibrant, it can look less appealing. I try to go for a more muted pastel look so it's not too harsh on the eyes. You can use a theme that fits your story. Make sure there's nice contrast between the background and the foreground or characters. Remember to save while you're drawing, otherwise you might accidentally lose it. Once you're done, save it as its original file, whether that's a PSD or MTP or TIFF. Then save it as a PNG for presentation. Now you're ready to post. It's not too hard to make a comic, so now you know how to briefly do so. Go and draw.